This guy has finished building a very beautiful house. He has spent many years working and built a beautiful house. Immediately after finishing, he has died. Condolences to the family. May the family find strength to endure this loss. But now my problem is this. People claim that it is witchcraft that killed this man. That there are people who are jealous in Western Kenya and they are killing people who are building beautiful houses. Even witches themselves are wondering, what are these people accusing us for? What have we done? Witches, if witches had a meeting, they are seated down, wondering, what is happening? Why are they blaming us? We have done nothing. Let us be honest and let us always speak the truth. Alcohol finished this guy. It is not witchcraft that ended the life of this guy. If we continue blaming witches for things that we can control, we are making a mistake and we are not addressing the real problem. Every year, around 4,000 people die from road accidents, and nearly half of those deaths come from drunk driving. Now, numbers don't lie. Numbers will tell you the truth. Numbers will reveal where the problem is. That about 5,000 people in 2025 died from road accidents, and nearly 2,000, roughly from 1,500 to around 2,000 people died from drunk driving. Okay? Now, this guy has died from drunk driving, and then we are blaming witches, and we continue saying how Western Kenya people are witches and then they don't want you to build houses. Some of us have built houses, beautiful houses, they are there, and we live inside. We have lived inside for many years. Why have witches not finished us? When a person dies, let us look at the cause. Let us not start asking ourselves that, what have witches done? And this is the problem of Western Kenya, that anytime a person dies, we first of all look at witches. And that will make you blame the wrong people. Sometimes we'll blame even your relatives who have done nothing. Like for example, there's a time somebody was blaming me for killing their person. And their person died from cancer. Then they claim that it's me who killed them. You know, you identify people that you think are doing well, and then you say they have magini. Okay? Now you say that that person, because he has a car in the village, that person has a magini, and the magini sent cancer to my person, and they have died. Or because that person has a plum job in the government, and he's earning a very good salary, now that person has demons. In our area, we call it a vishieno. That when you are doing really well, like for example, we have people who do well, I don't want to mention names, then because they are doing well, we assume that they have demons. They have a vishieno, or they have a magini. And when a person dies, then we start attributing their death to the maginis and the demons of people who are doing well. No, that's not the case. Let us look at what has killed the person. What has killed this guy? It is drunk driving. He worked hard, yes. He saved for many years, yes. He built a very good house, yes. After building a good house, what did he do? He went to drink alcohol, a lot of alcohol. And you know what alcohol does? It like sedates the nervous system. Alcohol impairs, first of all, your judgment. Your reaction time will be less. And sometimes after you have taken alcohol, not sometimes, at all times, your vision is impaired. And then you cannot estimate the speed properly. And so when you go behind the steering wheel and your judgment is impaired, coordination is poor, reaction time is less, and you cannot even see well, do you think you can overcome the problems that are on the road? In some cases you do. And in my area we have friends who usually tell me that gari najua nyumbani, that our car knows home. That when you are drunk and you are in your car knows home. Your car knows home? Your car knows home when your vision is impaired. Your car knows home when you cannot press the gas pedal and the brake very well. The coordination time is very poor. My friends, road accidents kill. And of all the road accidents that happen, nearly half of them are from drunk driving. Please, can we stop drunk driving and then reduce the number of deaths that we have? And this is not a problem of Kenya. Even in developed countries, drunk driving is causing a lot of deaths. Okay? So, we cannot just wake up and say that we have witches in Western Kenya, that if you build a house, that people are going to kill you. This thing is the reason why you are not developing your villages. It is the reason why you are running away from your villages. Villages that you should be developing. You are running away from them, that there is witchcraft. Sometimes natural causes happen, natural things happen, and then you are blaming people who should not even be blamed. Yes, there could be witchcraft. I'm not saying that we don't have witches. We have witches, yes. But again, in some cases, a witch has not even done anything, and you are blaming them. Now, did you know that Nairobi was once a village? Nairobi city was once a village, but it developed, okay? With that witchcraft, it developed. Now my question is, do witches still exist in Nairobi? Yes, we have witches in Nairobi, but it's a capital city of Kenya, and it's doing well. Witches are in New York. Did you know that these developed countries have witches? We have a lot of witches in London. Witches exist everywhere. But are those places developed? Yes, they develop. But those people use witchcraft for different purposes, okay? And people know how to utilize witchcraft. Like in Africa, for example, we know that Nigerians, there is a lot of witchcraft in Nigeria. And there are a lot of African politicians who have been traveling to Nigeria to get those powers. And even pastors, they travel there to get those powers. Those are the jobs of witches, okay? And some other things that they do. I don't want to mention a lot because this video is not about witches. This is about drunk driving. So don't dump your village because you claim there are witches. There are some of you who have you went to town 10 years ago, like in my area. We have people who went away 10 years ago. They have never come back. Why? Because they assume there are witches. And then you go to Nairobi, you still die there, and they bring your casket. Now what happened in Nairobi? You still blame village witches when you are there. Now you have built a house in the village. You go to Nairobi, you drink there. You take yellows there, you put in your car. Then you start speeding your car. Then you die there in Nairobi. You went to Nairobi, you took yellows, you drank a lot of alcohol, you die there, then you blame village witches. Now, why can't you have mercy on village witches even for once? Even for once. Sometimes they don't even cause your problems. Like there's a guy who died in Vihiga recently after building a very good house. He built a very nice, humongous, I can call it a humongous mansion, a very beautiful house. And what happened? Immediately after finishing, he died. Now, I know what caused his death as a healthcare provider. But then people start blaming witchcraft. And then you look at people and you start wondering, why are you blaming witchcraft? People die every day from natural causes. If you have been in hospital, I've worked in a hospital setup for a long time. People die almost every hour in different departments. It could be in the male medical ward, in the female medical ward, in all surgical wards, in pediatric wards. We have sickle cell anemia, their ward that's very notorious. We have gyna. We have all these different sections. People die. Once a person finishes dying here, there's another person there. Then there are trolleys moving around. Then I heard some people in Kakamega County Referral Hospital say that they don't want to see that trolley that carries dead people because that trolley makes people die. That when it moves around, it makes people die. You know, those are superstitions. People die all the time. We are not immortal. I could even finish recording this video and die. You don't know the time you'll die. Stop sitting down and then saying that, the power, somebody will hear what I've said and then say, the power of the tongue. That was premonition. He said because it's not premonition. People die all the time. Accept this reality. It's not always about witchcraft. It's not always that somebody killed you when you die. It will reach a time when you will die. Our bodies are weak. Did you know that if somebody takes just a metal and hits you just here, you will die? The human body is very weak. Do you know that there are so many causes? I don't want to talk about them because maybe YouTube can demonetize this video if I talk about them. But euthanasia is happening in hospitals. And some of us have done it, okay? When a patient comes and says that, I choose to die. And then they die. Because death is there. They know at the end of the day, I will die. Even if I suffer for a very long time on this life support machine, I'm still going to die. So just end my life. People die all the time. Okay? You who is watching me, you will not live forever. You are going to die. And so when a person dies, first of all, look at the cause. What has killed this person? Is it diabetes? Is it hypertension? Is it drunk driving? Is it any kind of disease? Is it cancer? And then start looking objectively at the cause. you people will come back home and start developing your villages. You will build good houses here, you will establish good businesses here, and your villages will develop. We have a lot of villages that are developing in the US, a lot of villages developing in Britain, a lot of villages doing well in Australia. How come that African villages are only the villages that have witchcraft and deaths? And then you ignore the deaths that are happening in towns. A lot of people are dying in towns. Some of them cannot even be recognized. We have seen where people go to city mortuary. There are a lot of unclaimed bodies there. People have died in town. A lot of people die in the city. Can we say it is superstition? But when a person dies in an African village, we start blaming witches who are innocent. A witch has not even done anything. We are blaming them. Sometimes we blame Satan for things that he has not even done. Can we please be objective for once and then say that drunk driving is the reason why sometimes people die? Yes. Was he drunk? Yes. He took alcohol? Yes. We thank him for saving money. We thank him for building a good house. We thank him for being very considerate and ensuring that the family has a home. But now he drank alcohol and then he died. And so in his funeral, I don't expect to hear people say that witches are very bad. You know, there are people who don't want good things to happen. No. In the funeral, let's say the truth that this person drank alcohol, he died while driving a car. And so young people, stop drinking alcohol while driving if you want to extend your life. But that does not guarantee that you will live. Okay? Let's not make it look like if you don't drink alcohol and drive that you will live forever. You will not live forever. But of course, you can avoid. There's something we call avoidable deaths. Okay? Avoidable. You can avoid dying from drunk driving. Of course, you can even die from any other thing. Very simple thing. But again, let us emphasize on avoiding drunk driving because it is the cause of nearly half the deaths that occur in road accidents. Now, by creating this video, I'm not being insensitive to the death of this guy. I'm not being very insensitive. I first of all send condolences to the family, and I understand that a family is losing a father maybe. I don't know if he had children. A family is losing a son. If the parents are alive, they have lost a son. A family is losing a sibling. Sisters are losing their brother. Brothers are losing their brother. And the man is gone right now. So I understand the emotional pain that the family is going through. And I understand that they are trying to find a meaning, okay? You know, in an African setup, when a person dies, we try to find meaning in this death. That why has this death occurred, okay? So I understand the emotional pain that the family is going through. I'm not being insensitive. I'm also being considerate. I understand this pain. And sorry for this loss. But then again, for other people now, for general people, you should always help your friends to understand that drunk driving is bad. Now, I have friends I have always told that drinking alcohol and driving a car is bad. And then they tell me that if you don't drink alcohol, you love women. That the opposite of drinking is loving women. That people who drink don't love women. And you people who don't drink, you love women. That's a very stupid statement I always hear. Very stupid. Because anytime a person goes to drink alcohol, in that place where they drink alcohol, there are women to be taken. And that is why they call chips funga. There is no chips funga roaming around. Chips fungas are in those clubs that you go. Then you chipofunga them. Prostitutes don't just stand anywhere. They stand near clubs where there is alcohol. So when you start saying that if someone does not drink alcohol, they love women, you should also look at yourself. People who drink a lot also are exposed more to women. And sometimes, I have very shocking statistics that I just don't want to share here. That, do you know how many illnesses are transmitted because people are drunk and they had impaired judgment? Do you know that? We have those stats. Alcohol impairs your judgment, okay? Do not start using other excuses that we people who don't drink, we love women. Can you please, if you drink your alcohol, please request for an Uber? If you drink alcohol, you can request for a motorcycle. Like there's a friend who was drinking with these guys, and he told a person with a motorcycle, take me home. I cannot enter this car. This guy is very drunk. He's going to enter into a ditch or maybe hit something on the road. His judgment is impaired. And that friend can now give an account of what happened. Not these people who are telling us about witchcraft. And those people who keep dismissing us, telling us that you people who don't drink love women. Which women? Let's focus on the topic. Drinking is terrible when you are going to drive. can you please stop drinking and driving? And once you die from drunk driving, stop blaming witches. Witches are innocent. And then if you are in a town and your village is doing poorly and you are okay financially, come back, develop your village. We have witches, yes, in the village, but we also have witches in Nairobi. You are avoiding developing your village because of witches. Come home, build a house, establish a business, put those rental houses that you want to put up in these villages. We want development everywhere. Stop running around in town saying that you have witches at home. Witches are not as powerful as you think. Thank you for listening to me. This is Gedia Kali, and we shall meet again in another video. Peace.